Hi everyone, my name is Katie. This practice is going to help reset your upper body, okay? So it's a yin practice. So if you have a blanket or a towel, it might be helpful. Other than that, I will meet you on your mats in Sukhasana or easy seated pose. If you do have that blanket or towel, if you want to sit on it, use it as a cushion, okay? Because we're going to start seated. Come down here. So get really tall in your back, drop your shoulders down, maybe bring your ears over your shoulders. Cross your legs to whatever extent's comfortable. If you need to make them more out in front of you, if there's any pinchiness in your knees or your hips, do that. And of course, always make sure you're okay to practice Yin Yoga or any yoga before you get started, okay? So we're just going to settle in. We're going to start with what's called the Hansi Mudra, which it's probably one of my favorites because it's the inner smile mudra, or it helps us to remind ourselves of the ability to have our own inner contentment, our own inner joy, our own inner peace, okay? So how you do it is you just bring your thumb to all of your fingers except your pinky. So your pinky is going to be by itself, okay? And then you just rest that on your knees and just soften or close your eyes. And just settle in for a moment. Let your breath do whatever it wants. Let it be. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Blow it out your mouth. And then we're going to do 2 sips in through our nose. So keep your mouth closed. And then we're going to blow the exhale out our mouth. Okay, so we're going to do. All right, let's change the cross of your feet. And then just start to make some shoulder circles. So just start to move your shoulders forward. This helps with those lymph nodes up in here. Okay. Warming things up. And then let's reverse it. All right, you can rock a little side to side here. So we're going to take our right arm, cross it in front of us, cross your left arm under, and then try to find your palms. If you can't, the backs of your hands, okay too, okay? Just some cow face arms here. So we're going to start to bring our elbows down as we extend and reach through our fingertips, okay? Pull your low belly in and just fold forward a tiny bit. Feel a little bit more opening as you do that in your shoulder blades, your scapula area. So if you're new to Yin, we hold the poses a little bit longer than we do with a regular Vinyasa or Hatha yoga. And we're really focusing on our connective tissue, the ligaments, tendons, cartilage. And we just let time and gravity do all the work. It's kind of a lovely practice. Remember to keep your low belly in to support your low back as you're leaning forward, okay? It puts more weight on your pelvic area, so we gotta help it out a little. All right, let's unwind that. Take your arms out. Just kind of do a little dance here. And then let's change the cross of your feet again. And then we'll start doing shoulder circles one more time. Forward and back. And then if whatever hand was on the bottom, put that on top now. We'll do the same thing, okay? So find your eagle arms, whichever eagle arms works for you. Elbows go down, fingertips go up. Low belly goes in. Bring your torso forward a little bit. Not too much, okay? You don't want to put strain on our low back, okay? All right, let's come up and then unwind and let your eagle fly here. Okay. And then we're going to take it to tabletop. So here's also where you can use your blanket or towel. If you have any knee sensitivity, you can just make it bigger. Give yourself some cushioning. All right, so tabletop, quick alignment, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, low bellies in. And here, we're just gonna walk our hands out in front of us and come to a melting heart or puppy pose. So your low part of your body stays the same. Now, if you don't like how this feels on your head, you can turn your head to the side. And then come back up to your tabletop. We're gonna tuck our toes and just press to down dog just to give our legs a little bit of love, a little attention, even though they're not the star of this show. They're still there. We still need to love them. Okay, press out here. Bend your knees, come back to your tabletop. And then we're gonna come onto our forearms and then lower all the way to your belly. So you're gonna be in a Sphinx pose. So typically your elbows are gonna be under your shoulders, but if you feel any tightness or gripping in this area of your back, just walk your arms forward a little bit. You can even bring your palms together. Just opening up your toes, the tops of your feet are pressing, well, resting into the mat. They don't have to press, just let them be. Okay, bring your hands back to each side of your heart center. Elbows are straight back. Let's tuck your toes now and press back to child's pose. So you can either just go all the way back, or you can do toes together, knees wide, or you can do all that and then roll up your blanket and put that on your calves, which is kind of lovely. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, and then we're just going to sink down into child's pose. Okay, so if you really want to get into your hip flexors here, your inner hips, it's more of a tadpole. We're just going to reach down. Okay, rest your forehead, bring your palms together, and then just bring your prayer pose to the back of your head here. All right, and then let's come up. So just slowly take your time. Bring yourself back up to tabletop. You can move your blanket out of the way. And then I kind of walked myself off my mat, so make sure you're on your mat. Take your toes. Let's do one more downward facing dog. Let's come back to tabletop. We're going to come all the way down to our belly this time, okay? And then we're going to cross our right arm towards the left, and then our left arm towards the right. So this is crisscross arms. Now, if you feel any discomfort, obviously come out of the pose. Okay, listen to your body, listen to yourself. You can adjust your cross depending on how deep you want to go, okay? Just rest your chin on your bicep of your top arm, okay? And then let's come up. Bring yourself back up to our Sphinx just for a moment. You can move your shoulders side to side here. And then whatever arm was on the top, let's put it on the bottom, okay? So switch it. So if you were resting your chin on your left arm, now rest your chin on your right, okay? All right, and then come back up to your Sphinx pose. Let things wiggle out here a little bit. All right. The next one, we're going to do broken wing pose. So on your belly, you're going to extend your left hand out at shoulder height, okay? And then you're going to pick up your hand and then lower it one hand width down, okay? So you're here at shoulder, boom, now you're lowered. And then from there, hold on, I'm going to move these. We're going to bring your right hand to your side and start to roll yourself over. So your right leg is going to go behind your left knee. Rest your left ear on the mat. Flex your left toes and really reach through your left leg. You can use your right arm to kind of balance you here. Again, any discomfort, come out of it. Burning, tingling, numbness, pain, anything you don't like, just come out of it, okay? And then let's go ahead and roll yourself back onto your belly. Come to your Sphinx for just a second. Back down. And then let's do the other side. So now your right arm's going to extend out. You're going to pick up your right hand, lower it down, just one hand print down. Left hand's going to stabilize you as you roll your left leg. Left foot lands behind your right knee. Flex your right toes. And then just balance yourself with your left hand. Let's roll ourselves back to our bellies. Hands go up, lift up to your cobra. And then let's just turn ourselves onto our backs, okay? We're just gonna do a little quick bridge pose here. So bring your heels so they're right as close as you can get to your bum. Your thighs, your shins, your feet are all making the number 11, okay? Press your head in the mat and walk your shoulder blades down, okay? Hands go next to you wherever they land. They don't have to be right at your side body, wherever they want to be, because everyone's shoulder width is different, okay? So we're going to pull our low belly and just lift your hips up here. Roll a little bit onto your shoulders. Imagine you're squeezing your inner thighs towards each other, okay? That's going to stabilize and help support our low back. Squeeze your bum, your glutes, okay? And then let's roll onto our tippy toes, lift your heels, and then slowly come down. And then let's walk our feet to the edge, drop your knees side to side. And then let's just do a happy baby real quick before we go into our Shavasana. So bring your feet parallel to the ceiling or sky. Pull your knees in a little bit towards your armpits, okay? Roll around. Massage your upper body. And then let's set up for Shavasana. So either you can extend your feet out to regular Shavasana pose. If that feels any irritation or tensionness on your low back, you can bend your knees point your hips towards your thighs. You also have the option to take your rolled up towel or blanket and put that under your knees, okay? So we have lots of options. So settle in, find the pose that you could be in for a few minutes. And then I'm going to read to you Shavasana poem that ties along with our Hansi Mudra, our inner joy. Okay? Called The Well Within. Beneath the noise of thought, there's a quiet golden pool, a well of joy that does not spark or shout, but glows with the steady light of a heart. It does not depend on what you have done or what you have yet to finish. It is the simple, radical grace of existing exactly as you are. Breathe into that inner horizon. Notice how the breath arrives as a gift and leaves as a release. In this stillness, you are not a doer. You are the vast open space where peace finally decides to rest. Stay here, bathed in the luxury of being enough. To your fingers, bring some awareness to your toes. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Reach your arms up over your head. Press through your fingertips, press through your toes. Slowly hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. When you're ready, slowly take yourself to one side and pause there to honor your body, to honor your breath, to honor your inner joy, to honor yourself. Whenever you're ready, I'll meet you in Sukhasana, up on your blanket if you want. And reach your arms up over your head. Bring your palms together. Press your palms to your heart center and bow to your very own heart. It's an honor to be here with you today. It's an honor to practice inner peace, inner joy, inner light. May you be okay. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. May you know kindness. May you know peace. May you know love. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again.